Welcome, everyone, and thank you all for joining us for a Healer Within live practice sampler. These practice sessions have been an amazing way to keep us all connected and practicing together across the miles, and also, hopefully keeping us up and moving and keeping us healthy. So for more online practice opportunities, please check our list of virtual practice groups, or VPGs, available at our website, which is healerwithinfoundation.org. You'll find that under the practice group tab at the top of our homepage. Our practice leader today is Robin Brooks. She is a Tai Chi teacher and visual artist whose joy is helping people of all ages and abilities. By skillfully combining age-old forms and improvising, she helps young and old to reduce stress, improve inner and outer balance, and develop their chi for health and well-being. Robin, wonderful that we have you back with us today. I'm going to just bring you up here to the forefront, and it's all yours. Take it away, and super, thank you so much, A, and B, excited to practice with you today.
Great, thank you, Christy, and welcome everyone to another practice session. So if you've just arrived from work or you're coming in, just let's arrive. Now I'm sitting and I'm going to stand, but I would offer that if you feel like your energy is low and you want to sit tonight, that's fine. So the practices really can be done seated, standing, and even lying down. And truly, if you're feeling too tired, you can also just watch and absorb the chi. There's a lot to be gained just from breathing and connecting to the breath. So again, thank you to the Healer Within Foundation for sponsoring these lovely practice sessions. We're really going to begin with deep relaxation. So let's just release our arms, maybe lift and drop our shoulders a few times. As we lift the shoulders, breathing in, and as we drop the shoulders, exhale it out, just sigh it out. Inhale, lift, and exhale. One more. Nice breath in and exhale down. Good. And let's just do a little bouncing now, lifting and dropping the heels. And as you're practicing, I'll remind you to stay in your comfort zone. That means if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So as you're bouncing, just be sure that your knees are soft, but not going beyond your toes. We want to protect the knees at all times. The tailbone is just dropped a little bit. So as we bounce, when you sink the knees, tailbone drops, and just let the energy from your feet, let everything loosen up. So breathing and bouncing, lifting and dropping the heels, and then maybe stepping a little bit farther and just bouncing to one side and to the other side. Let the bounce come from your feet. So let's try not to shake our arms. Imagine, if you will, that your arms are ragdoll arms. So they're just flopping and breathing and relaxing. So here we're trying to leave behind the day. We're just shaking off tiredness, shaking off any stagnation. And again, bouncing in the center. And you can explore the bounce, the weight shift. These are some simple ways to get the chi moving. And again, bouncing to one side and to the other side. And then coming to center, letting go of the bounce. And just pausing and noticing what you feel, noticing how you feel. Arms can be at your side. Just relax and take a nice breath in. And exhale it out. You can sigh it out through the mouth or exhale through the nose. Another breath, maybe deepen the breath a little and expand the exhale. And I'm putting my hands on my low belly. You might want to do that just to feel the belly expand and contract. Breathing comfortably and relaxing the mind. A lovely way to practice is just to rest the mind on the breath, noticing the breath coming and going. Feeling our connection to nature. So nature being the earth below us, the heavens above, and the realm of life that we are part of, all of nature, living things, inanimate, so-called inanimate things like rocks, water. There's life all around us. And if we're really quiet, sometimes we can actually sense that deep connection. So let's still our minds and just breathe with nature on this early autumn day. So I'm so happy to be here right at the cusp of the autumn, the fall season, one of my favorite times of year. Not that I really have a favorite, but there's something very poignant about this time of year. And here in New England, where I am in Maine, the leaves are starting to change color. So as the world around us starts to change, we're also adjusting, adapting, and changing. So as we do the practices today, just notice, notice the temperature in your environment, notice how you're feeling in your body. And we're just going to begin turning at the waist. So shifting side to side turns the upper body. So the feet start transferring weight and the upper body moves. One hip folds in and then the other hip. So allowing the whole body to move as one, just gently turning side to side. And if you go a little faster, your arms will wrap around your torso. This is a wonderful way to wake up the energy inside your body. Move the chair back, there we go. And just gently ringing the bell, ringing the temple bell, waking up the chi. Breath coming and going, and still ragdoll arms. So the arms, fingers are alive, but there's an effort to release the tension, effortless effort. So if you notice you're holding tension in your fingers, in your elbows, in your wrists or shoulders, try to release it. Let the arms be floppy. And you can look side to side. Just let the head follow, or you can keep your focus straight ahead if it helps to watch. Good. So one of the differences between this practice and when I lead a group on Zoom is I can't see you, but I'm visualizing all of you out there in your environments. And I'm so glad that you're here tonight. And let's just let this wind down, because it's really an enhancement of the practice to practice together. So thank you for coming. And let's continue. We're going to move right into the flowing motion. So flowing motion, instead of side to side, we're going to be rocking front and back. But before we begin, let's just connect to the earth through our feet. So you can rock a little forward, press the ball of your feet into the earth, rock a little back, press the heels down, rock side to side. You can feel the side arches of your feet. And now see if you can get all the parts of your feet to kind of suction cup down into the earth. Really connecting, feeling the weight of your body being held by your feet. And then lifting up through your torso, growing a little taller and expanding so that there's more room for your breath in your torso. And then allow yourself to rock a little into your heels, keep the knees soft, and then rock a little forward into the ball of your feet. As you do, just watch the arms. You're just going to move with the torso. Effortless effort. Good. And inhale and exhale. And I'll turn to the side and you can see that my tailbone is dropped. And I'm barely lifting my heels. And lifting my toes a little, stimulating a point on the ball of your feet, we know is the bubbling well. And that's in Chinese medicine where the energy of the earth rises up into the body. And then remembering to expand up through the crown so that we can allow sky energy to float down in and circulate that energy. So now we're going to just go a little faster. We're going to make this a swing. We're going to rock and swing the arms. Inhale up, exhale down, swinging, just relaxing and loosening the shoulders. So really let the energy go. Good. And this time we're going to swing out and in, and we're going to tap points right in our chest. Inhale and exhale, and we're stimulating those immune cells in our thymus gland. Inhaling, exhaling, breathing comfortably. And here the arms are going way out and in. Remembering to be gentle and make it smaller if you need to. So modify the practice. Good, and continue. Now we're going to make this a little wider. We're going to tap the shoulders. It should feel good, just relaxing, allowing the body to wake up. Why do I say that? I think I've been a little sleepy today. But you know, we feel differently every single day. And even though the practice may be the same or just a variation, it's going to feel a little different. Good. And let this go. Let the arms just swing and return to center. Good. And just take a moment, notice what you feel in your body. So I'd like to do practice. There's a lot of stimulus in our world. This is a time of change. There's been a lot of wind blowing in my area, a lot of branches and acorns flying, and nature is really trying to, is doing what it's doing. So the world is busy, and sometimes we just need a way to find that calm inside of us, to just return to a sense of peace, that place that is really our birthright. So I'd like to introduce a practice called Calm at the Center. So the center being us, and that we can be calm amidst all the swirling energies, the world around us. So we're going to begin by, I'm going to take my right hand, your left, just mirror me. So our hands are going to be just gently at our hip length, and one arm is going to reach out, your left arm, like you're just going to grab some energy, draw it in, and now watch the palm of your hand and turn at the waist. Keep your knees pointing forward, so it's just your upper body, your ribcage area that's turning. Watch the palm, and now turning back. Watching your palm all the time, then reach, grab some chi, and draw it in. Good. Now the other side. Inhale, reach out, and watch the palm of your hand. As you're watching the palm of your hand, you might notice images around you. Just let them be. And then again, grab some chi. Good. Inhale and reach, and exhale, turn and watch. And so the world is swirling around us, but we can stay focused and calm and conserve our chi, our vital energy. And reach, good. Remember to breathe and relax your jaw, arms. Just turning like the world is turning. We know that the earth turns on its axis, and that we really don't feel necessarily like the earth is spinning, but movement is going on. Good, and we'll just do this a couple more times, really finding that calm space. And reach, good. And last time. And come back to center, grab some chi, and then we're going to relax the arms down, sink down a little, inhale and gather all the way up, step back a little, and then just palms float down, facing the earth. Good, exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Gathering from earth and from the heavens with our breath and our mind, and now exhale, release. Relax. And again, sink and rise, expand. You can even arch a little here, looking up, and exhale. Palms float down. And relax. And now let's let our arms float out and in, like you're floating your arms around a big, beautiful tree. And then draw the palms in and let them float down. I'm going to do that again. Inhale, circling around to the front. And in and down. And the next time, as we circle, we're going to pause here for about a minute. And we call this a brief standing meditation. If your arms start to feel fatigued, by all means, let them float down to your side. Feel your feet, your crown lifting, your body relaxing as much as you can. Let this be effortless. So imagine the arms are just being levitated. They're just being held there. So no tension in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. Just breathe and notice what you feel. Allow yourself to dissolve into the energy of nature around you. And then relax your arms down. Good. And just again, come to awareness of the space around you. We're just going to place our feet about shoulder distance. Feet are parallel, which is toes like pointing straight ahead. And again, we're just going to start shifting weight side to side. Just let the upper body be soft. Good. And breath coming and going. This weight shifting is really a big part of Tai Chi, and it has to do with moving through space because Tai Chi was a martial art. And so we're going to play a little bit with weight shifting. And also I'm going to introduce one of the gestures from our Tai Chi Easy practice. And some of you may already know the Tai Chi Easy form or the integral Tai Chi. So we'll just play along. So we're going to imagine that we're holding a ball of energy. So let's just take our arms, bring the palms together, and imagine that you're holding this energy ball. And so it's maybe glowing, it has vibration, maybe a color. And as you pull your palms apart and bring them together, sense the connection, if you can, between your palms. And now we're going to carry this ball over to our hip, your right hip. So left hand is below, right hand on top. And just, I'll be your mirror. We're going to be, I already did this. So here I'm centered. Now I'm weight on this side. So that's my closet door, closet side. This foot, I can lift it up. No weight. So you might have a little bit of weight there, but now let's just shift to the other side. Notice that as I shift, the ball is moving and I am not moving my arms. This is a really important principle because a lot of times it looks like we're doing a lot more with our body, but there's a strong element of conserving energy in Tai Chi. So when I move this arm and I take the ball apart, I really haven't done very much. It's mostly the turning of my torso. So watch. So take the ball apart and bring it together. Palm, your left palm is going to face up toward the heavens. And your right palm is facing down toward the earth. Come back. And again, just shifting the weight side to side. Turning the torso. At this time, when I get to my bedside, I'm going to flip that palm and bring the other hand to meet it. Now we have the ball on the other side. How did that happen? And let's take the ball apart and come back. Just getting a feel for how the torso can move the arm. So making sure that the ball isn't way out, that we're not leaning, trying to keep a very nice, strong connection to the heavens and aligning so hips, shoulders, head on top, everything aligned. What am I doing? Okay, so we're here where we started. Let's give a name to this gesture. We call this harmonizing yin and yang. So bottom hand now scoops up to face the heavens and top hand faces the earth. And now we'll harmonize to the other side. So the magic of Tai Chi is it's a challenge for our whole self, including our brain. It's learning a new pattern. So for some of you, this may be very familiar. Some of you, it may be brand spanking new. So just smile to the awkwardness if you're feeling that, and know that learning takes time, that this is wonderful for your brain. And we'll harmonize to the closet side, and now once more to the bedside, and then carrying the ball back to center. Just pause for a minute. Notice the size of the ball, feel the energy between your fingers, and then just release that and sink down. Take a nice breath in, gather, and exhale down. So that was very good. Let's review that. Let's start on the other side. It is a lot of fun. I really enjoy exploring. All right, notice where your weight is, right? Remember that not too much weight. Weight is on the side with the ball. So we're shifting weight as we take the ball apart, shifting weight. And the next time when I get to the closet side, I'm just going to hold the ball. Weight is on the closet leg side. That's my left and your right. And now I'm going to take the opposite foot and just step forward. And we're going to harmonize forward. And now as we shift back into the back leg, instead of side to side, the weight is on the back leg. And now the weight is going forward and back. So you can see we can move this in different directions. So harmonizing yin and yang. What is yin and what is yang? Yin and yang are the energies of nature, the earth energy and the energy of the heavens, the big heavens above us, and they mix to form life. Okay, and this time, come to the back stance. Just hold the ball, carry it to the center, and then we'll step the opposite foot forward, and we'll harmonize to that side. And I'll stand to the side. You can see that I've got the ball around right by my hip. It comes right in front of me and just swings back. It's kind of a slow motion figure 8. Good. Well, you can certainly play with this. Now let's carry the ball, because of course you're going to want to practice after we're done tonight. You're going to want to see what you can remember and then relax the palms down, because the best way to learn is to review and exhale down. And so if you can remember some of it, great. If not, you can make it up. This is so good for us. Exhaling down, good. And now we're going to step a little farther apart, what we call a horse stance. If you've ever ridden a horse, you have to widen get one leg over the horse, and then we're going to sink back into our seat like we're going to sit on a park bench. And instead of sitting, we're going to keep our spine nice and straight. We're going to reach down and gather, like we're visualizing that we're gathering precious resources from the earth. Good. And draw them up and in. And now palms down and up, reaching. We did this before, gathering from the heavens. Exhale. Good. So this is a little bit like a squat. When we step out, really sink into your heels. You don't have to go too far, and reach down. Good. And gather. And reach out. You should be able to see your hands from your peripheral vision, so don't send them too far back. And sink down. We'll do that one more time. Gathering. the precious resources of nature to restore our well-being. Oh, beautiful. And now let's transfer the weight, slide or step our feet together. Good. Because it helps to repeat a practice, to learn it, let's just see what we can remember about harmonizing yin and yang. So we begin by gathering a ball of energy, turn in our torso, drop one palm down. Weight is on the closet leg, and take the ball apart. And then gather the energy back together. Good, and again. Breathing and relaxing. As we take the ball apart, notice that we're really expanding. As we bring it back together, we draw the energy in. Even our whole self comes closer together. Here we're expanding out and in. Good. And one more time to each side. So much to discover in each of our gestures of the Tai Chi and Qigong forms. So gathering that ball. We're going to inhale and make it bigger, and exhale, make it smaller. Good. Now we're going to stretch it. Inhale, feel your whole self expand with that chi, and exhale down and roll the ball. Inhale and exhale. Good. And again, out and in. And now we're just going to bring our palms together. Going to step in and bow. And relax. So now that we've stirred the chi, we've moved the chi, we're going to trace the channels and allow the energy that we've been moving to settle deeply inside us. The deepest, most hidden part of ourselves is the marrow of our bones. We want to strengthen that bone marrow and build up our immunity. So let's just give ourselves a little chi bath, visualizing as we splash chi around our face and over our crown, that we're sending the chi deep inside us. So use your breath and your mind intent. Just send the chi where it needs to go. And I'm tracing around the back of my legs, around the front, the inside channels, the heart center, around the face, splashing chi. And breathing and relaxing, trying to release any tension. This time when we get to our belly, we're just going to put our palms together and we're just going to shift side to side and give our belly a little massage. And go in the other direction. You can kind of move the arms by moving the body. It's one of our principles, right? Every part moves together. And then coming to our heart center, our heart mind in Chinese medicine, breathing and sending some appreciation to ourselves for being here today and for this self-care practice. And now we're going to just reach out an arm, stretching the arm out, and trace the channels around the arm. Yin and yang energy channels run throughout the whole body. Back to our heart center. Just breathing there for a moment and knowing that as we care for ourselves, we care for one another. When we practice together, we are like acupuncture needles for the earth. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I look forward to practicing with you again. Let's bring our palms together and I'll just say namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. And thank you again, Healer Within Foundation. Thank you, Christy. And may all beings be well.
Robin, thanks so much for a wonderful practice. As I said before, we always appreciate you leading, and you know that you are welcome back anytime your energy and time and schedule allow. We'd love to have you lead us again. For everyone, I want to be sure that everyone knows that in addition to these live practices, we also have a list of virtual practice groups. So many more opportunities for practice out there. You can find that list at our website, which is healerwithinfoundation.org. Under the practice group tab at the top of our homepage is where you will find that list. If you've missed any of these live practice sessions, you can catch up here on Facebook at our Facebook page, or also at the Foundation's YouTube channel. If you go over to YouTube and you search on Healer Within Foundation, you'll find our channel. And be sure to subscribe while you're there. That helps us grow our footprint there and ultimately helps us get these practice videos into the hands of more individuals. So we'd appreciate the subscription. If you're leading an online practice group and wish to be added to our virtual practice group listing, or you'd like to volunteer for one of these live practice sampler sessions, please email us at admin@healerwithinfoundation.org or send us a message through Facebook, and we'd be happy to speak with you about the possibility. We'll be putting together the October and November schedules for the live practice samplers very soon. Thank you all for joining us today. And again, thanks so much to Robin, who's always wonderful to practice with. And we just so appreciate her lending her time and talent to this little endeavor here of keeping us all connected during this time. So we want to hope that we see you all again very soon. And until we do, may all be well. Thank you.